Hello everybody, hope you guys are doing great. Welcome back to my channel. I'm back with one of the most informative videos that you will have to refer to if you are preparing for Christ University. Guys, in this video, I will be discussing with you all the entire syllabus of the Christ University entrance test. Before I get started, in case if you're new to my channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button and pressing the bell icon so that you guys get regular updates of any new video or content that I put out. In case you don't know me, my name is Kavach Khanna and I'm a college mentor who has been making videos, guiding students, preparing them for various colleges, providing them information about skills from the past 3 years. I am available on YouTube, Instagram and LinkedIn. So please make sure that you follow me on all platforms. Welcome aboard. I will help you get into your dream college. That's my promise. Coming back to this particular video, in case if you have applied for Christ University in Bangalore, then this is going to be a very important video for all you people. I'm really sorry, but this video will be a little lengthy than usual because I have prepared a lot of things that I have to give it out to you people in this particular video. So without any further ado, let's get started. But please make sure that you like, share my channel, follow me on every platform and comment if you have any doubts, questions, queries. Primarily, this video is going to be about undergrad courses. For masters, everybody knows that the process has already started. So many of our students have already made it through Christ University for the master's program, whether it's an MBA or MSc in psychology or B.Ed programs or whatnot. Make sure that you check out the link in the description below for my personal sessions, whether it's a personal guidance and doubt clearing session, interview preparation 101 or decoding micro presentation sessions. That's all that you really need in order to get into Christ University. Alright, talking about the Christ University entrance test, I will be discussing with you the entire syllabus. But please note one thing, there is no official syllabus provided by the university regarding their entrance test. All that they've given us is that there is English, there is general knowledge, there is current affairs, there is reasoning, there is quants, there is data analysis and interpretation. This is what they've given us. But they have not given us any formal syllabus that we have to refer to or prepare for. That has been the case, ever since I think the university has started. So there is never ever an official syllabus released by Christ University. However, we all have been monitoring the test from so long, we know the kind of sections that have been repeatedly asked in every entrance test. I myself have given the Christ University entrance test, obviously cleared it, and that's why I was a part of the university. Along with that, from the past 3 years, I individually have been monitoring the test. We make some dummy people sit across so that we can tend to know what kind of questions are asked the most, or what kind of are the most important or hot topics that you really need to prepare. Now, mind you guys, this is just the research on past years. Every year we see some or the other kind of surprises coming on the test. But even if you prepare from whatever I'm telling you to prepare, you will be majorly fine. Second thing that I really want to answer in this particular video, even though I've done it in my past videos, is that do you need any kind of coaching to prepare for Christ University entrance test? Honestly guys, the decision about going for a coaching or not is going to be completely yours. But to be very honest, I necessarily don't think that you need coaching in order to get into Christ University. And I'm telling you, not only as a mentor, but also as an alumni of the university. Even if you go reach out to the current students of Christ University, they will definitely tell you that, hey, please prepare for interviews with Kavach. Please prepare for your micro presentation with Kavach, but entrances can be done well. Now, I'm not saying that this is a blanket one-size statement for everybody that you don't need coaching or anything. You might need it depending on your kind of personal aptitude. But to be very honest, I feel that I myself am trying to make so much effort that you don't have to, spend money now, and you can help your parents save that kind of money which you'll pay for coaching, whether it's 5,000 rupee course or 12,000 rupees course or even 20,000-30,000 rupees of course. To be honest, if you are disciplined enough, if you have a proper routine, proper schedule, you should be able to ace the entrance test. I can assure you, every year we see students who have not taken any kind of coaching, but just have done good amount of self-study and have made it through. Okay. Along with that, obviously, please take guidance from me. I will be giving you all the things that I can, from free material to all the important syllabus, which I'm going to give in this particular video, which you can refer to and prepare from immediately and ace the entrance test. I was waiting from a very long time to make this video because I did not want to bombard you with a lot of information because you all were busy with your boards, majority of you people. I know there are drop year people also who are preparing this year and want to get into Christ, but for the ones who are currently giving their boards or are just about to end with their boards, this is the right time that you get started with your preparation, because for the first round, which is happening on the 14th of April, we do not have a lot of time. Now coming here, let me just directly, this is guys, by the way, is the pattern which is there for your entrance test. I will put down the link in the description below in case if you don't know what is the particular pattern that you have for your entrance test. Law has a different entrance test pattern, psychology has a different entrance test pattern, BBA has a different entrance test pattern, and all the arts related courses which is BA in media and public affairs, communication, media and psychology, they all have gotten different patterns. First section, which is I guess common to each and every course whether you are applying in Christ University, is English. The first English, now please, the English honor students, do not get confused here. I will get back to you later. But for the general English, which you see always on the top here, English 20 marks, English 40 marks, English 20 marks, English 25 marks, it might differ from marks to marks, but the pattern and the syllabus is very simple and easy. Number one thing that you all need to focus on is going to be reading comprehensions, or RCs as we call it. What exactly is that? They give you a passage, you read that passage and then answer 4 or 5 questions based on that. That's reading comprehension. Sometimes passages can be short, sometimes they are very long, but you need to prepare and have a strategy for that. Strategy is very different for every individual. There are few people who will read the question first and then find out answers from the passage. Then there are few people who will read the passage and then directly go on to answering the questions. And then there are few who do back and forth. Every strategy can work, whichever you are comfortable with. Try out a couple of times and then see what you're comfortable with and then build on that. That's reading comprehension. Along with that, please guys, make sure that you're making notes of these things. Idioms and phrases are asked a lot. There are sentence correction that comes. There is synonyms and antonyms that comes a lot. All of this basically is focusing on your grammar. Nouns, pronouns, articles, tenses, verbs. This will come to you in the form of sentence correction, fill in the blank, find the odd one out. So this is primarily English that you have. You know, if for example, if I talk about the BA in political science /honors with research, you all have 40 marks of English. It's just that you will have more of RCs and more of grammar questions in comparison to somebody say from a BCom course who has only 20 marks of English. But the syllabus remains the same. Even if you do these things that I've told you, you will be able to ace English on your real test. After that, another very common section that is going to be there is general knowledge and current affairs. To be very honest guys, this is going to be the hardest section for you on the test. No matter what program you are applying for, whether it's a psychology, whether it's law, whether it's BBA, whether it's BCom, because believe it or not, all of us are not good at GK. At the same time, with the current scenario of preparing for our boards or something or the other, GK is never our forte. Another very important thing is GK is like a whole sea of information. You just don't know where should you start and where should you end. And to be honest, even though I might teach GK, it's not that I am pro at GK. If you people ask me 10 questions in GK, I might just be getting about 5 or 6 of them correct. But then again, I will not expect you all to people get 0 on GK. That is very detrimental for our performance on the entrance test. So that's why I have listed down a couple of topics that should be your first reference or go-to whenever you are learning, ratifying or reading about GK. Okay, I'm not saying that this is all, but even if you prepare from these things that I'm going to list about right now, you will majorly be able to at least get half of the marks. Number one, we have Indian politics. All the cabinet ministers and vice presidents and RBI governors and all come under Indian politics. Secondly is the Indian economy. Indian economy is what's the repo rate, what's the reverse repo rate, what's the unemployment rate in India, what's the inflation rate in India, questions like these. After that is books and authors, very important. We have seen so many times on the entrance test a question like, they'll give you the title of the book and it's written by whom. Likewise, at the same time, they will give you an author's name and say which book has he written, and they'll give you 4 different options and you have to select one. So books and authors, very important. After that, we have honors and awards. Honors and awards can relate from anything and everything, from Oscars to your Padma Bhushan. All of them are happening right now. Padma Bhushan was just given some time back. Even also Oscars was just given some time back. So make sure they become your go-to whenever you are preparing for GK relating to honors and awards. Very important. Along with that, from past 2 years, not before that, we have also started seeing a lot of biology related questions coming. Specifically, if you're a BSc psychology honor student or somebody, we have seen a lot of biology questions coming in your GK. Naturally, GK here is going to be different for everybody, but if possible, please read about biology as you can. From 2 years, we've seen this spiking up, biology related questions. After that, days and years are very important. When was the International Yoga Day celebrated? When was the International Women Day celebrated? When is Republic Day celebrated? So questions like these can be asked to you. So make sure that you know days and years. And they're not always very simple. It's not that they will ask you when is the Republic Day celebrated. They might just give you the date. What is celebrated on the 8th of March? And you need to select what that answer is. If you're smart, comment below and let me know what that answer is. Don't Google, okay? After that, world geography is also being asked a lot in today's time. So please make sure that you read up on world geography. Sports is asked a lot. It's a very hot topic. Sports can relate from anything and everything, from your tennis to IPL to women IPL. Anything can be asked to you. So make sure you go read up on that. After that, we have famous personalities. Famous personalities has also been asked, and world organizations, full form of WHO, and all those things have been asked. So these are my first list of preference when I want you to prepare for GK. This is not all, guys. Please don't come back on this video and say that, "Arey, we were asked this question and Kavach didn't mention about it." Guys, this is where we see 2, 3 questions coming from each of the sections. That's why I'm listing it to you. I am not sure whether exactly the same things are going to come this time. Maybe some surprises are there, maybe not. But even if you prepare for these things, mota you're covering a lot of it. I hope you guys are here with me and understand this. I've also made a very detailed video on GK last year. Even if you go check that video, I think it's at 50,000 views right now. It will be really beneficial for you. So are we good here? From here, let's move on to the sections which are not there for everybody, but I guess is there for majority of the people, is reasoning or logical reasoning. Logical reasoning is just to check your mental aptitude. In fact, I consider it to be one of the best sections on the test because it's lovely to prepare and lovely to attempt on the real day. It really challenges your brain. So if you are one of those who loves to challenge your brain, you'll love logical reasoning. Now the thing about logical reasoning, it's very variety based, which means there is no particular one section that can come from logical reasoning. Any question can be made into a logical reasoning question. But like I said, because we have been monitoring the test, there are a few sections that we are seeing a lot coming on the logical reasoning section of your entrance test at Christ University. Number 1 is blood relations. Number 2 is number series. Number 3 is critical reasoning. Number 4 is statements, assumptions and conclusions. Number 5 is calendars and clocks. Number 6 is seating arrangement. These are 6 to 7 sections that have been asked a lot. You can expect 2 to 3 questions from here. Not the case with all the entrance tests of all the courses, but majority wise we've seen this. Like I said, guys, again, I could have listed you 15-20 topics saying all of them are important, but I don't want to do that. That's why I've worked really hard to cut out whichever are not so important, and I'm giving you the ones that are really important. Like I said, not sure whether they all exactly are going to come this way in the test this year as well. But even if you prepare from this, you're preparing for a lot, majority in fact. Okay, so please focus on these topics that I mentioned for logical reasoning. After that, we have mathematics or quants. Now, mind you, maths is not there for each and every section. So this is where we will be bifurcating. But for all those who do not have maths, I still want you to watch this video till the very end, because there are a couple of sections which might just be related only to you or only to the course that you've applied. And I will be discussing about it and the way that you should prepare for it at the end. So please, you can fast forward this part, but please be in this video till the time that I cover maths related topic. To be honest, guys, people find quants or maths to be one of the hardest on the test. There are multiple reasons why that happens. For some of them, the fundamentals of formulas are not clear. Some of them, they end up doing a lot of silly mistakes. Some of them are just running behind time and are able to miss out. Some of them fall in the traps that the entrance test makers have laid for them. The only way to manage all of this is naturally self-study only. You need to solve questions, analyze them, and learn from your mistakes. There is no other way. I keep repeating it each year, guys, quantity will never matter, whether it's logical reasoning, whether it's verbal, or whether it's quant. What matters is quality and fundamental clarity of concepts. What I mean by that is that if you are picking up one section, let's say from logical reasoning, you're picking up blood relations. All I want you to do is be very clear with blood relations. For some, might just happen within 10 questions that they solve, and for some, it might take 25, some might take 40, whatever your aptitude is. But the real win is not doing 100 questions or maybe 5 questions, but the real win is understanding the concept that tomorrow, if any question from blood relation comes, you are able to ace it really well. That would be my suggestion for all you people. Likewise, for quants too, I have listed down some very important topics. Obviously, this is a longer list because very rare we see from one topic 3 or 4 questions coming. It's usually one question from one topic and they keep on moving, and that way they try to cover a lot of topics from quants or maths, as you would want to call it. Number 1, simple interest. Number 2, compound interest. Number 3, partnerships. Number 4, word problems. Number 5, number properties. Number 6, time, speed and distance. Number 7, ratio and proportions. Number 8, profit and loss. Number 9, allegations and mixtures. Number 10, percentages. Number 11, averages. Number 12, algebra. These guys, according to me, are the most important topics that you should refer to whenever you are starting to prepare for quants or maths. Obviously, the list does not end here. And if you have already prepared on these topics, then you can touch on the other that I have not mentioned here. But if you are starting your preparation right now, these should be the first topics that you should pick out, because every year we see repetition coming from these topics. You will see a lot of questions from simple interest, compound interest, percentages, word problems, numeric ability, all of these kind of topics. So please make sure you refer to them here and please use my strategy. I've also talked about these strategies in detail in my previous videos. Likewise, if you want individual mentoring, please see me for my personal guidance and doubt clearing session. After that, another section which is not relatable to every course but is asked in majority of them, it's data analytics and interpretation. Data analysis and interpretation. Data analysis and interpretation, one of the biggest feedbacks that we've received from so many students each year is that it is very time consuming section. What do we mean by time consuming section? Is that even though people know the formula, even though they know the stem, they are not able to answer the questions. Even if they are able to answer the questions, they're doing it wrong because of time. Why? Because test makers have made the strategy in such a manner they want you to get lost in the data analysis and interpretation part. They will give you different angles to a question. They will give you or disturb you with different bar graphs, pie charts, tables, numbers, and different basic numbers, 516, 31318, numbers like these, and all you have to do is, even though you have to calculate the average, you still need to do a total of all and divide it by the sum of observations, which can be tough for you because there is no calculator that's allowed on the test, and at the same time there is negative marking here. So the only suggestion, in fact there are a couple of them, but one that I would really love to give it to you all right away is that make sure whenever you're practicing for data analysis and interpretation, you are always working on it with the timer. What students are doing when they're preparing for data analysis and interpretation is they're taking all the time in the world to prepare. Oh, we have mean, median, mode, standard deviation. Oh, we have to work through, averages or percentage change or profit came or loss incurred or, all of that. And they're doing it with the random time that they have. And they're getting all the questions right because they have all the time. And on the real day, even though they know the question, they're getting all of them wrong or not able to attempt just because they don't work with time. And that time when they're looking at the timer, which is like 45 seconds, they have 1 minute left or something, they're panicking. And I don't want that to happen. So please make sure that whenever you're practicing for data analysis and interpretation, you are working with a timer. At the same time, be very selective of your stem. What happens in data analysis and interpretation is that they will give you one question or one stem. From that, 4 or 5 questions are derived, or minimum 2 or minimum 3 are derived. So if you feel that this stem is very long, lengthy, and it will take a lot of your time in attempting it, and you think that you can use your time better, probably leave out this question and move to the other one. Okay, so make sure that you make decisions. Entrance test is not always just about reading the question and answering. It's also a lot about decision making that the entrance test makers are judging you on. So you need to make sure which one to attempt, which one should not. Don't fall in the trap where you know that this is a very lengthy question, but you will still end up attempting and then losing time and not getting the answers correct. So please guys, make sure that doesn't happen. And I mean this strategy is equally valid to every section or every course that we are talking about, even though you don't have data analysis and interpretation. After this, what happens is that there are certain sections that are limited or are applicable only to particular courses that you go for. Obviously, I want to use this opportunity to discuss about that as well here itself. So let me first talk about all the humanities related courses. BA in Communications and Media English, BA in Communications, Media and Psychology, BA in Journalism and Media, BA in Media and Public Affairs, Media and Journalism, Media and Psychology, English Honours, Liberal Arts, Political Science. Each of you, along with your general sections like English, General Knowledge, Current Affairs, Reasoning, have 30 marks related to your course. This is naturally different for each and every course that you have applied for. So for all those who applied for journalism and media, you will have 30 marks of journalism and media. For all those who have applied for English, you will have 30 marks of English literature. For all those who applied for liberal arts, you will have 30 marks of liberal arts, which means a mixture of all the kinds of questions. And if you have applied for political science, you will have 30 marks of political science. I will try listing down a couple of free PDFs that you can refer to. If I'm not able to find free PDFs, I will try giving you books that you can look out or buy from Amazon. At the same time, I am not forcing you to buy the books or look at the PDF. There is enough free material even available on Google or on YouTube. All you need to do is just write political science, class 11th and 12th and start reading. For those who have political science, they know. But in case you are from a non-political science background and are preparing for a BA in political science and you want to prepare for those 30 marks in political science, Google will be your best reference. Like this, I will try providing a free PDF too of political science if I get it. Ultimately, this is where they are technically judging you on your knowledge of that particular field. So for English honors, first English was the basic one. This is English literature. They want to read about or understand your knowledge of literature, your knowledge of themes and narrations and character sketches. For journalism and media, it's all about journalism and media for 30 marks. The best reference for you will be Google. Just read about journalism, just read about media. I've also made one of the videos with current students from communications and media. She was telling about the kind of questions that were asked in 30 marks, which was like, who is the owner of Red Chillies production? Or, who is the owner of Dharma Productions? Topics like this can come in journalism and media. They can even ask you, like, who is the best podcaster here, or YouTube CEO is who. This is all part of journalism and media. Okay, so make sure that you refer to things like that. For liberal arts students, it's all a mixture of anything and everything, from a little bit of history, geography, political science, psychology, economics, anything can come. So make sure that you're reading about liberal arts. Now coming to all the economics related courses, we have economics, economic honors, economics and mathematics, economics and data science, economics and mathematics, data science and artificial intelligence, data science and mathematics. You will either have 25 marks of economics or computer science. Naturally, if you're going for a BCA, which is Bachelor's of Computer Application, you have only 25 marks of computer application, which is nothing but your class 11th and 12th computer application and knowledge about computers. That can move from anything from Python to Java, or maybe basic things like binary number or RAM or ROM, to anything high level or complex. At the same time, for all the economics part, it's all the economics that you're studying in your class 11th and 12th. In case if there's somebody watching this video who's not studied 11th and 12th economics but is still appearing for economics course, please go refer to the material that I will link in the description below, which will most probably be a free PDF. But if not, I'll list a couple of books that you could buy from Amazon, which will help you prepare for economics. It's nothing but your class 11th and 12th or NCRT economics that you can refer to, from micro to macro, from demand and supply to anything related to repo rate, reverse repo rate. Things like that can be asked to you on the 25 marks of technical knowledge of economics. Moving on, for any BCom or BBA related course, you guys naturally have fundamental accounting. For BCom related courses, it's of 20 marks, and for BBA related courses, it's of just 10 marks. Why they have made BBA related courses of fundamental accounting for 10 marks? Because they understand that there are people from science background, from humanities background, who are also applying for BBA, and they don't have knowledge for accounts, and all that they'll be doing will be right now preparing for accounts. So they don't want to create an unnecessary disadvantage for humanities student or science student. That's why they've only listed it for 10 marks. For all those who are already studying accounts in the class 11th and 12th, you know that this is your 11th and 12th accounts. For all those who are new to this, I will be referring material in the description below, providing you free materials or books that you can purchase. Ultimately, you now have to prepare for accounts, or at least read about it as much as possible. Okay, I am not saying that you all should get a 10 on 10 in order to make it through Christ, but even if you get 2 or 3, it's better than getting a 0 on the entrance test. So I don't want you to go half-hearted here, but please read a little bit that you can. I mean, we can start with books of accounts or balance sheet or debit or credit, things like that. Even if you want to read or study or understand anything about accounts, you can even see me for my personal guidance and training session. I don't want to show off, but yeah, I got like a 99 in my accounts in class 12. So I can be a good teacher of accounts. Now moving to BSc Psychology Honors, you have 30 marks of psychology, which is your class 11th and class 12th psychology if you come from a psychology background. For all those who don't come from a psychology background, you naturally have to start reading about psychology. Start from the very basics and then go on to the high level. For all you people, I don't want you to be complacent, because it is genuinely 30 marks of psychology. This is not like 10 marks of accounts like we have for BBA students, wherein even if you don't do that well, it's fine. if you don't do well in the 30 marks of psychology, you are ultimately creating a disadvantage for yourself. I'm not saying that you need to get a 30 on 30, but we need to prepare. Specifically for science students who are coming from a biology or non-biology background but are appearing for BSc Psychology honors, you should start reading about it from now on itself. Start from the very basics, go on to the high level, but please read. For law students, we don't have any specific law related section that is there. Earlier it used to be there called legal studies, but now it's not there anymore. So you guys can chill. I have discussed everything about your course already in the common sections. For BTech/BTech lateral, you have everything from physics and chemistry, which is something new to you here. Even by the way, math for BTech students is not the till the class 10th math, it's the 11th and 12th high level math, which also involves log and integration and differentiation, things like that. For physics and chemistry, it's all your class 11th and 12th physics and chemistry that you will be studying. So please refer to your books if you come from a science background. I don't think so there's anybody who's appearing for BTech non-science background. Coming to the last that I have for this particular video, which is BBA in decision science. Earlier, this was always a part of the BBA courses itself, and that whole thing was very valid here. However, that's not the case anymore. They've added or made this section, or they've made it completely different now. So you have quantitative aptitude of 10 marks, pattern recognition of 12 marks, and design thinking for problem solving of 10 marks. These are the 3 new sections that have been introduced for BBA in decision science. They've seen it just to make it a little more complex for the people who want to get in, and they really want to understand your knowledge about pattern recognition, because data is all about working with pattern recognitions. I would definitely suggest you all to please watch one of my podcasts with one of the heads of data science faculty members of Christ University. He's given a lot of key information related to data science that can really help you understanding about pattern recognition and things like that. At the same time, design thinking for problem solving is about how you use design to solve problems. There are good amount of books that are published, research papers that are published. Even I'll try providing free material for design thinking and problem solving so that you can refer to that, read about it, and try acing the entrance test. So yes guys, that's all I have for this super lengthy but one of the most informative videos that you will have to refer to if you're preparing for Christ University entrance test. Like I said guys, everything that I've discussed are the important topics, but entrance test might not be limited to that. Because we are running short of time and because your boards are just ending now and we hardly have some time to prepare for the entrance test, that's why I would request if you could refer to these things that I've talked about in my video and start preparing from there. In terms of preparation, like I said, you don't need any coaching. Please start preparing on your own, start doing self-study. Please check out the description of this video. I will try providing as much free material as I can. Likewise, in another video, I will keep making more videos about giving you free materials, asking you to check out websites that will be really very beneficial for you. So don't worry, I am with you in this whole process of helping you and guiding you watch through. All that I want from you all is now to please like this video, comment if you have any doubts, and share my channel with as many people as you can. And please subscribe in case you haven't already. I would promise to work really hard with you people and put in my day and night here to train you and getting you into Christ University. For interviews and micro presentations, please see me for my interview preparation 101 and decoding micro presentation sessions. For getting into Christ University, interviews and micro presentations are really very important. Alright guys, I'll take a leave now. Take care guys. Bye bye. Thank you so much for watching till the very end.